All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you joining me today and practicing with me. And let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, close your eyes, and breathe. Taking the time to settle in. Taking the time to slow down. Be mindful that we practice this transition because we need to practice. Slowing down, closing our eyes, turning our attention inward is something that we don't do too often. Our daily lives consist of us projecting out. There's nothing wrong with that. It keeps us productive, keeps us a part of society. It has a lot of benefits. But what we're trying to do here is remember how to also slow down. So while we are fully capable of constantly being outward focused, we're just as capable as being inwardly focused. So we take the time for it. Let the body slow down, lying back against the floor. Let the breath freely move in and move out. And instead of then letting the mind wander off, planning the future, reliving the past, preparing for what's to come, instead we turn the mind in as well. And we watch the breath. A simple inhale leading to an exhale, leading to an inhale. The mind inevitably will find a distraction and wander off. And so we just simply bring it back. And practice being right here. Continuing to take the time. Just a few more breaths, just a few more moments. On your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight against the body as you rock from side to side. A sense of movement. And coming back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice smooth rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sit. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get to the hands, to the floor, bending the knees if you need to, and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press the hips back and up, down, up. You settle. You can take any movement you like. Trying to wake things up. Then inhale as the right foot steps forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward, nice and broad across the collarbone. Exhale, pressing back. Down dog. The hips go high, the heels press low. The palms are firm to the mat. Opening the back lines of the body. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right foot. Left foot. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward for cobra, up dog. Exhale, back for down dog. You continue to draw the mind in, noticing if it's wandered off. If you put the body on autopilot. And if so, you come back to that breath and now the movement of the body. Inhale, that right foot stepping forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale the down dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale rising. Exhale hands to your heart. You relax the arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Now with the big toes close, heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms chair. And the hips sit low, and the feet are firm. You're nice and grounded. Getting that sense of stability. Then exhale as you fold forward over your legs. And you catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head hangs heavy. You want those knees to be straight so that you have that full potential of length from your heel all the way up to the hip. Think less about what you're holding with your hands and more about feeling that long line running up the backs of the legs. Then inhale as you lift up halfway. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms chair once again. Once you've set your base, palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you're going to twist to the right. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. If you like to open up those arms, broadening, feel free. With a nice opening twist here. And that rotation of the spine. And back to center chair, hips low, arms high. And then palms together as you twist over to the left. Hooking that right elbow outside the thigh. Drawing the torso around. Good. And back to center chair. And on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. This time, sweep the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. And you start to draw the knuckles away. So that you roll those shoulders back. Opening across the collarbone as you let the torso just fold forward. Then letting your arms start to drift to the right as you draw that left shoulder further back. You can turn your gaze up over that left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch to the front of that left shoulder. And back to center. The arms drift to the left as you try and draw that right arm a little further back. Back to center. And exhale, you relax your arms. Letting them just dangle for a breath, the head heavy. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step the feet back. Going straight to down dog or moving through vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Back heel stays lifted as the torso sweeps up. And you set that stance. Right thigh drawing forward, the left heel pressing back. And bring the palms together and drop the thumbs between the shoulder blades. Elbows pointed. Chin lifts, upper chest lifts. Working that bend to your thoracic spine right there between the shoulder blades. That opening through the underarms as the rib cage lifts. And inhale, straighten the arms up. And you open up, warrior two. The back heel spins in. The arms open into a T. You're still settled behind that right thigh. The gaze is soft out in front. And reaching forward for side angle. You bring that right elbow to the right thigh, hand to the floor. That left arm is going to start long next to the left ear. You can keep it there, working that length. Or if you want to tighten it up, you can wrap that arm behind your back. Catching the inner thigh or catching the hand. But you're still open through the front of the torso. The chest is moving away from the belly button. The chin is moving away from the upper chest. And on exhale, release the hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale as you step the foot forward. High lunge. You rise up. You breathe. Nice strong stance. Nice settled foundation. And when you're ready, palms together, thumbs drop between the shoulder blades. Elbows pointing up. The abdominal wall draws in here, stabilizing the low back. Trying to lift the upper chest more so than just bending the low back. It's a subtle movement. Good. Inhale, straighten those arms. And then open up, warrior two. Now right foot's parallel to the short end of the mat. The left knee is bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. You feel broad and open across the left. And reaching forward, left elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. And right arm starts long. And take at least a breath there. Feel that forward movement, that length. And if you want to free that arm to bind, wrapping behind your back. But you still feel that length. The forward movement of the torso. As if you're getting longer from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Then exhale, release the hands to the floor. And you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then sliding forward in plank. And you're going to roll to the left side, side plank. Left hand, outer edge of the left foot. You can always lower that bottom knee or lift the top leg. Nice strong lateral line. That left hand's pushing the floor away. So instead of feeling like you're kind of hanging on that shoulder, you're pressing the ground away, lifting up away from the floor. Then nice and smooth from here, you're going to start to draw that right knee towards your nose. And then you just step it to the top edge of the mat. Low lunge. The left heel spins in, and the torso sweeps up, warrior two. Then straighten out the right leg. You reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Nice long line. The torso's open so you breathe deep into it. Feel the rib cage expand. Then inhale, you rise up. The arms stay in a T. And you're going to turn those right toes in. So now both feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. You pinch the heels, the knees bent. Hips sit for goddess pose. The elbows bent. And as the hips sit, the eyes are engaged, holding your position. You think about drawing those shoulder blades towards each other behind you. Trying to pull those elbows back. Opening up across the upper chest. Stretching pec major and minor. And you work the breath. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales. Good. Inhale, extending the forelimbs. Let those heels spin back out, so now your feet are parallel once again with the short ends of the mat as you fold forward between them. The hands land on the floor. The head hangs heavy. You can walk those hands back as you want to go deeper. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. You're going to walk yourself to the top edge of the mat, framing that right foot as you step back into plank pose, top of a push-up. Then roll to the left once again, side plank. And this time, once you set your edge, we're going into extended side plank. So we're going to bring that right bicep next to the right ear. Really arc the rib cage towards the ceiling. Exaggerating that upward lift. So get a nice deep stretch through the lateral line of the torso. With that right side of your rib cage. Then coming back to center. You can press back to down dog or move through a vinyasa. And sliding forward into plank. And you roll to the right. Side plank. Lowering the bottom knee. Lifting that left leg if you like. But feeling nice and stable with that right shoulder. Nice and strong with the right lateral line of the body. And starting to draw that left knee towards your nose. And you just step the foot forward. Low lunge. Then the right heel spins in. And the torso sweeps up. Warrior two. Straighten out that left leg. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Nice and open. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales. Then inhale, rising back up. Left toes turn in so the feet are parallel. Pinch those heels as the knees bend. Sit in your hips for goddess. Then elbows bend. And you hug the shoulder blades towards each other. You let the eyes soften. If you notice your mind starting to wind up like mine often does here, you turn your attention to your breath. Finding that simple rhythm again. Inhale, leading to an exhale, leading to an inhale. And inhale, extend the forelimbs, spin the heels out, sweep those arms behind your back, interlace the fingers, and exhale, you fold forward. Head hangs, tailbone tilts up. And release the hands. You walk yourself around at the top edge of the mat, framing that left foot. Then you step back, plank pose. Then roll to the right for extended side plank. Setting your edge. Then bringing that left bicep next to your ear as you reach your rib cage towards the ceiling. And nice and smooth back to center. Going straight to down dog or moving through vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down. Torso lifts up. Let your eyes soften. And sweep the arms behind your back, interlacing those fingers once again as you fold forward for humble warrior. The torso drapes, the head hangs heavy. Inhale, rising back up, warrior one. The arms sweep up overhead. Peel that left heel so you're in a high lunge stance now. Hips squared forward. As you bring the palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you twist to the right. Revolve side angle. Using that left arm, left elbow outside that right thigh. There's leverage to help pull that left shoulder under. As that right shoulder rolls up and back. Keeping your chin away from your upper chest. Then inhale back to center, high lunge. Nice and smooth. You bring the palms together, thumbs to your heart. And this time you're going to take one big step to draw that left knee forward, standing tall on your right leg. As we set up for eagle pose. So you're going to bend into that right knee. Left thigh crosses over. Left toes can touch down. They can hover, or they can tuck behind that right. As you feel steady with the legs, then you add the arms out in front. Left elbow underneath the right. Cross the elbows, twist your tie to the forearms. Nice full breaths. Squeezing the thighs into each other. And then inhale as you untie, rising up. You place the left foot on the floor. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Right heels down. Torso lifts. With both feet flat, you feel nice and stable here. A strong stance. And sweep the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Broaden the collarbone and you bow forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rising back up, arms sweep up, and you peel that right heel for high lunge. And palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you twist to the left. Taking that right elbow outside the left thigh. Revolve side angle. Nice deep twist here. Good. Back to center, high lunge. And palms together at your heart as you draw that right knee forward, standing tall on the left leg. And gentle bend in the left knee. The right thigh crosses over. Those right toes can touch down. They can hover, or they tuck behind the left calf. And sit your weight down into it. And you feel that solid foundation, then you add the arms out in front. Right elbow underneath the left. Cross the elbows, twisty tie the forearms. Good. One more breath. And nice and smooth, you untie Tadasana. The eyes close. The feet are firm, shoulders back. Nice tall stance. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step. And keeping your hips high on your next exhale, you lower your forearms to the floor for Dolphin. Palms are flat, fingers spread wide. The head can hang as you push the top edge of the mat away from you, sending your hips back and up. Or you take your dive, sliding forward. And exhale, pressing those hips as high up as you can. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back and up. Get 2 more breaths. Then on your next exhale, you simply press into your palms to lift the elbows and step that right foot outside your right hand for lizard. The left knee lowers, the toes uncurled. Then you start to bow towards the floor. Seeing if you can't get one forearm, maybe both to touch down. Nice deep hip flexion on the right side. And inhale, rising up to straight arms. We're going to keep that left hand on the floor as that right arm reaches up for a lizard twist. You can stay there or take that right arm back as that left knee bends and catch hold of the outer edge of that left foot. You hug the heel in. You keep rolling your upper chest towards the ceiling, working that twist. You can always go deeper by lowering back down onto that left forearm. Nice and smooth, you come back to center. Release that left foot if you have hold of it. And we're going to start to shift our hips back to sitting down. And as you start to sit those hips down, that left foot, the one behind you, you're going to sweep over towards the right just a touch so that you can sit back behind that left leg. And keep the right leg straight as we set up for elephant pose. So we're going to take this left thigh and cross it over top that right thigh. Trying to cross the thighs nice and tight. Trying to stack the knees nice and comfortably. Then once your legs are set, that left elbow bends, hands between the shoulder blades. The right arm can work it back and down, or you trace the horizon and you catch hands behind your back. And you can keep sitting upright, or you start to lean forward over those legs. Inhale, rising. Untie the arms. You uncross the thighs as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And then once again, keeping your hips high. On an exhale, you just lower your forearms to the floor. Dolphin. Holding steady, stabilizing the shoulder girdle. We're taking those dives. Building strength into the shoulders. Two more breaths. And with that next exhale, you press into your palms to lift the elbows. And you step that left foot forward, outside your left hand. The right knee lowers, the toes uncurl. And you start to bow to the floor. Lizard. Inhale as you rise up to straight arms. Right hand will stay down as that left arm reaches up. Lizard twist. Maybe you're taking that left arm back as that right knee bends, catching hold of the foot. Maybe lowering down onto that right forearm. Then coming back to center, and you start to shift your hips back. And as they shift back, that right foot just sweeps over to left to touch, just so that you can sit down behind that right leg. And just draw it out. That left leg stays straight. That right thigh crosses over top. Trying to stack the knees as best you can. This right foot just rests on the floor outside that left hip, the outer edge of it on the ground. The torso sits tall. The right arm reaches up, elbow bends. And works that right arm back and down, opening the underarm. Or you trace the horizon and you catch hands behind you. You can stay upright or you lean into it. Inhale, rising up. Untie yourself. You cross those ankles and roll forward, choosing your right. Down dog or vinyasa. Then sliding forward into plank. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. You come down. You lie flat, stack your hands. And you rest cheek. Now we're preparing for 3 rounds of cobra. So the hands come underneath the shoulders. The elbows in tight. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. And on your next inhale, you peel the head, the chest, the palms up off the mat. Baby cobra. And exhale, relax. And inhale, rising once again. Baby cobra or full cobra, planting the palms and starting to work the arms into it. You're still rolling up and over if you're using your arms for full cobra. Good, exhale, relax. This full breath. And on inhale, you rise once again. Going as high as you like. Feeling a nice even bend to the spine. And exhale, lowering down. You stack your hands, rest your cheek. Then inhale, rising up onto your forearms here. And preparing for frog pose. We're just going to do half frog today. So you turn that right forearm so it's parallel to the top edge of the mat. You're going to bend that left knee and reach your left arm back, trying to catch hold of that left foot. If you catch that foot, unlike bow pose where we start to pull the foot away from us, in frog pose we start to pull that foot towards us. And as that foot starts to draw in closer, you start getting that nice quad stretch, pushing down on top of that left foot. And as your shoulder opens up, you can take that left hand and you spin it away from you so that it comes around. Fingers start pointing in the same direction as the toes, pointing towards the top edge of your mat. And you're able to push straight down on top of that foot. It's a deep shoulder opener, deep quad stretch. And it's also a relatively deep bend for your low back. So be mindful of how it feels on your low back. Nice and easy, you release that foot and you lower yourself down. Take a breath. Inhale, rising up to your forearms again. This time that left forearm turns parallel to the top edge of the mat. The right knee bends, and you reach the right arm back. You catch hold of that right foot, and you start to pull the foot in. And again, as that foot comes in closer, and you start to roll that right shoulder back, you can think about spinning those right fingertips so they point away from you, and then they roll forward, pointing forward towards the top edge of the mat. So the heel of your palm is on top of that foot, and you start to press that foot down. Good. Nice and easy, release it. Lowering down. Stacking your hands. And bring the hands underneath your shoulders as you press your hips to your heels for child's pose. Tucking yourself in. Hips rest towards the heels, torso on the thighs, forehead towards the floor. Inhale as you rise up. You're going to sit over to the side of your feet and bring the legs out front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And exhale as you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, close your eyes. Lead with your heart. And inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Once down, take a breath. Then bending the knees, the feet are flat on the floor as we prepare for 3 rounds of back bends on our back. The arms can stay alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. Exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, lowering it. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. Then exhale, lowering. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And bring the arms alongside the body, palms flat. The legs go straight up. You can hang out right there, or shoulder stand, taking the toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, bend the elbows, hands against your back as you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Roll the toes, roll the ankles. Send the legs wide, scissor them apart. Then coming back to center. If you're in shoulder stand, you take your toes towards the floor beyond your head for plumb. Hips are high, low back's open. We all release the hands to the floor, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth, you unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into the hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown of the head towards the floor. And exhale, lowering down. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shin. Nice tight squeeze. You take the arms into cactus, arms, elbows bend 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to left. One final twist. And back to center. Then over to the right. Back to center. Then on exhale, you either extend the legs, Shavasana, or you catch a rider for a headstand. If you're doing a headstand, take your time. You stay up as long as you want. You find Shavasana whenever you're done. If you're new to headstand, you start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. Bring the hands out, fingers interlaced, palms apart. Placing the crown of the head on the floor, cupping the back of the head in your hands. And curl the toes and lift the knees. You find your base with those forearms and shoulders active, head and neck are light. You think about walking the feet in towards the body, bring the hips high. Then one knee towards your chest, heel towards your hip. Then the other. You feel steady, you just take the legs straight up. You come down and make your way to Shavasana whenever you're ready. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. The back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Always great to practice with you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.